coming in at 4-4. Going up against the Texans, who come in at 5-3.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it's good enough for a Houston first down. Well, you want to talk about catching the defense off guard. Opening drive, fake punt, they got it.
That had the total feel of something that was scripted during the entire week leading up to the game. They made that decision probably on Tuesday. First drive of the game, if we don't get it, we're going to fake it, and it pays off in a big way.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Jake Shum on to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Here's the first carry now for the tailback, Ronnie Hillman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And now out comes Houston. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over to the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
All right, here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Evans coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And Murray's kick is up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. First down carry by Elliott. Pushing through the contact. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Carry now for Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
This is Hillman on 1st and 10. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Hillman. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 there. And that'll lead here to a third down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Detroit!
On third down. That's Elliott. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They'll run it with Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Cowboys.
It's 4th and 2, and you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, so you have to be definite about your decision about where to go.
The give is to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No, check.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Set. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
A give to Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Hurry up, here we go.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, Elliott. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go now. Over.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Mahomes now on 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
20! Touchdown, Houston! Terrence West, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Texans are in for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Set to go now as the punter, Jake Shum, will do the honors. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he rifles one incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. They find some open field here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down and leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A big gain of 31 on third down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Cowboys on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go now. 3-19. Over.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. He's to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that makes it 14-10. Bailey now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Mahomes to throw on second down. And it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Right side, caught Fedorowicz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jordan Evans in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, two-score game still. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and they go.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and forever. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue, landed. Blue, leopard. Leopard. Check 26. Check 26. Over.
They'll set up a throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got him over the middle, Fedorowicz. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Elliott, toss right. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derek Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
All right, now, here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Over! Leopard! Leopard! No, Jack, Patriot!
One final try for Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Dallas, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4.